Okay, I think it's on now. So welcome. What I want to share with you today, first of all, it relates to every human being. It doesn't restrict to us, but it's for every human being. You will understand, or correct me if I'm wrong. You let me know. Tu me comprends bien? Do you understand what I speak? Yes?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. So all that I share with you today is also in my book. So and nothing's new. It's all the same information that I'm sharing. And I call it, as I view it, it is the first step to go through life, any life. I would say particularly with MS, if we have MS, me I know I had, Frank I know you're going through the journey, Sophie I don't know, but whatever, for whoever we are, is for human beings. The first step is the way to go through life in an empowering way, which is allowing life. It is really a skill that we can learn, develop, and develop always more. Actually, allowing is the first law of the universe. It's so beautiful. There are 7 laws of the universe, and allowing is the first law, and it has the most beautiful name. It is called the law of least effort. Is that fucking cool? No, I'm gonna swear. No.
Okay.
I love that.
Nothing wrong.
I love, huh?
Nothing
It's
wrong with
okay.
swearing. Well,
Yeah,
sure.
it's okay. Yes, you're right. Thank you. It is raw. It is natural. It is me. This is there you go. So least effort. I love that. Least resistance. The same. And I learned this law from my first mentor, and she channeled all this information because she just channeled this woman. Just so you know the context where it comes from. So it comes from beyond or whatever, you know. I don't know, but this is it. But it's very down to earth. Okay, so before we begin, to be able to receive this law, it's very important that we remember who we are, each of us. I'm gonna sneeze.
It changes season. That's the problem, you know? Season is happening right now.
Right now, it's the real
Right now?
day,
Yeah.
and just today. Yes, today is the day. Yes, you're right.
Equinox. Yeah.
Yeah, it is today. Yes.
Equinox. It's good.
Equinox. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a good
Very
word.
good.
Good word.
Pardon?
It's a good word. I like that word, equinox.
Yeah?
It's a good word.
Hmm. Okay. I can't drink no more.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it's all fun and all, but it all rests on the fact that we are spirit disguised in a human body. But each of us is spirit. Spirit.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. I
To
agree.
be able to receive what I'm going to share with you, it's a must that we stand on this ground. Otherwise, our personality, the human side of us, is going to reject this shit. So keep an open mind as I share with you what I learned. Then remember that you are spirit. We are spirit. That way, in that way, we can remember, learn much more. So being spirit, also we are vibrations. because everything is energy. When Einstein said that, it was in Munina. Einstein said that when Einstein came into our world 100 years ago, or more, 100.
It's
Yeah,
about that.
1904, je crois, en tout cas. Yeah,
No.
he's on. Yeah, he said everything is energy. And also, so we are all souls on the journey of life together. And also, please keep in mind those facts. Facts before we begin, that we are all unique, each of us, all different, so unique. So unique. That's why I wanted to talk with you, because I want to know what you know. And I want to be richer because I come in contact with you. Because we're all unique. We all have this special something unique. And we are all geniuses. We are born geniuses, and the process of growing up, we get to forget this genius side of us. Because society tries to conform us, make us all the same. So we forget our genius. But every baby, pardon,
I couldn't agree more.
every baby is born a genius.
Absolutely. You know, I just, if you don't mind, if I don't mind getting in there for 1 minute.
No, please.
I mean, listen, people judge. They just can't help themselves sometimes, and then they look at your exterior, and sometimes they could laugh. I mean, I get laughed at a lot. You know, I have a show on social media where I have a hand puppet, and people laugh at me all the time. You know, I couldn't care less. You know, I think about the result, and the result is that thousands of people are going to laugh. You know, and laughter is essential.
Medicine even.
Laughter is medicine.
Yes.
So you know, if you, I mean, you know, so I couldn't care less what people think on the outside, and it could be family, it could be friends. You know,
But good for you. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. I'm on my way to join you. Good
thank
for you. Yeah.
thank you.
Wow.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you just have to kind of figure that out, you know, on your own. And sometimes when you're a little bit older or you're younger, really, you know, age is irrelevant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like what Einstein said. It's like if you cannot judge a fish by its ability to climb on a tree. It's like we all have different skills, each of us, but we are all genius. But this is another. Okay, let's move on. Also, we are all heroes. Each of us are on a hero journey, the journey of life, and this is based on the book. Maybe you know about it. I'll tell you about it. Of Joseph Campbell, a feminist mythologist. He said that each of us humans are on a hero journey. And for some people like me, for example, or Frank, if we get diagnosed with MS, it is life calling us on a hero journey, on the journey of our life. It's a human obstacle. But nonetheless, it fits the description of a hero's journey. The hero's journey in Greek is like a life is called us on higher grounds, so we can become more of who we already are, but we don't know. Okay, and lastly, finish the introduction. We are all miracles. I put a video on the. I don't know if you saw the text I put on the website there in the event. I don't know. I can send it to you by email, by messenger if you want. I think you can see it on Mastermind. But anyway, I put a video of the Sophie says yes. There you saw the information on the Mastermind. So I put a video on there. Merci Sophie. Thank you for interacting with me. Thank you. I hear you. I see you. I hear you. I read you. Merci. Yeah, I put a video on there. It's worth watching. It's called "The Miracle Is You," because we are so freaking amazing miracles. And watching that video reminds us of who we really are. We were all born miracles, but that did not change. We are still that miracle today. Okay, so to finish the introduction, excuse me, let me quote Tony Robbins, my latest fascination. He says, problems are not permanent. Only our soul is permanent. So whatever it is, MS, whatever the fuck, again, I swear, watch a lot. Okay. Okay. It's not permanent. It's not permanent. Problems are here for us to grow. Okay. Let's finish the introduction. Moving on. Before we begin, I tell you that I know that most people out there in the street, out there, they believe MS is incurable. This is a popular belief. It's accepted by most people, most doctors, most specialists, most all MS association. Because as of today, but this is about to change. Get ready. People don't know that we can heal from an incurable disease. That's why it requires us, all of us, it requires me a lot of stretching. And for anyone diagnosed with MS, it requires the stretching of our belief to learn to believe otherwise. So I know I'm talking about something that is not completely accepted. So I'm not the fool. I am, but not knowing. I'm crazy, but I'm the fool. Okay. And yeah, over the years, over the studies that I've made, particularly around Joe Dispenza, that you know maybe. Yes, you know, you,
I know
Frank,
who he is.
she's about. Yes, she does. Well, people have healed of incurable diseases, so this whole paradigm on health is changing around the world. So it's our time. It's my time. It's your time. You guys, Sophie, Frank, or yes, to share to share a new belief and to realize that MS is a gift. And my intuition actually told me personally. I heard it. We all have this gift of intuition. I have it. Well developed. You have it, Frank. Sophie, you have it. We all have it. This is one of our spiritual mental faculties as geniuses. We are all intuitive, not just a few. All of us. With the intuition, we connect with God, or however you call it. I like to call it the intelligence. That's how I call it. It's the voice of truth. So my intuition told me a message gift. But since me too, it was so ingrained in me that no, no. It was hard for me to believe even the voice of truth. It took me some time, but
It's taken me time to believe that MS is a gift. It's a tough pill to swallow. But
wow, I done that.
right?
Hmm?
It's a tough pill to swallow. You know,
It is. Wow,
once
I
you
love
swallow
that.
it,
Huh?
once you swallow it though, you know,
Wow.
it affects the body.
It does. Yes, it does. Yeah, we'll have more to talk about that. But let's go on. Let me go on. Yes, yes. Okay. Also, maybe you know about Anita Morjani. This woman had a near-death experience after suffering from cancer. She kind of died and had a near-death experience. They came back and was healed like almost instantly.
Mm.
But one of her saying is that everything in life is a gift.
Hmm.
Cancer was a gift. MS is a gift. I say it's a healing gift. the word healing. Otherwise, like it doesn't make sense. But it is. But I like to add the word healing to calm myself down to accept this truth. Okay. And again, continue. Frank, you know about this? It is what Carl Jung said. We don't heal from a disease. The disease comes to heal us. That's really how it works. MS, I view it. MS came to heal me. It's because I have changed that I could heal myself. That I could say that I'm healed. But it's because only that because this thing came to me. So this thing came to heal me. Otherwise, I was oblivious. Okay? And then again, Tony Robbins. Do you all know Tony Robbins? Sophie, do you know him? I want to know. Yes, she does. Great. Oh, Sophie. Yay. She smiles. Well, okay. Tony also, this man, I think he deserves some credibility, being the giant that he is. He says, and also said the same thing, but he says that life is always happening for us, not to us. So everything that happens could be a mess, could be you missing the bus, could be me sneezing, could be whatever, big or small, same.
Yeah, like the example that we had right before, right? Setting up the cameras, getting
Yeah,
the audio ready.
yeah, everything.
It,
Not for us.
it seemed like there was no tunnel, no light at the end of the tunnel.
But when when you have that in mind that it's all happening for you, you keep your mind open, right?
Yeah.
For the gift to reveal itself to you. Yeah.
Yes.
So we can apply this in any situation, a big horrible situation or a small situation. But we always keep our mind open. Oh, this is for me to learn what I don't know. We'll see. So this is a very, very powerful way to live life. And as he says, all the pain and suffering disappears. Game over. I like to add that whatever is happening is perfect because life, my secret lover, my lover, I'm a lover, just so you know, life knows exactly what she's doing. I don't understand because I'm limited, I'm human. But life, she knows. So I can trust her. Trust her. Okay. Okay, so now let's get down to it. The fact of allowing. Let's talk about allowing. What is it? This tool, this powerful tool that any human being can use? First of all, allowing can seem very passive, but it's a very active way to interact with all of life, all of it. It is very active. It is very powerful, very powerful. And when we do that, we become creators of miracles. Because when we allow life to happen, we see the gift that is trying to happen through us with this event. Or as I say, we become more conscious of an unconscious part in us. Okay, so I sum it up here in a few points. Very simply, the word yes captures the sense of allowing. What does it mean to allow? It means to say yes to life. Life says something, you say yes to life. Life is never wrong. She's always perfect and she's always loving. So whatever happens, we say yes. We don't waste time complaining or say, oh, no, or not like this. No, we just say yes. So we learn to say yes. And I'm learning to say yes every day. But yes is the essence of allowing. Allowing also isn't we
Oh, we need to practice that every day because I forget that.
every day.
I forget that sometimes.
Yeah, me too. That's how we can keep people around us to help us remind us of this powerful truth. Because it is empowering you. So the act of allowing is an act of consciousness. It opens our consciousness. So it works on that level, on our consciousness. So of course, the way to allow is to not judge. When something happened, we don't waste time say, "Oh, this is good, this is bad." No, we say, "Oh, that's good," and we say yes. This is happening now. There's no point in arguing. Oh no, no. This is what it is. Like you said, Frank. It is what it is. This is it. Yes. But this is not this way for nothing. This comes for us to become more conscious of what was unconscious in us. I like to give you an example. I like to give you a small example. Of course, the obvious example for me is that when I had MS, I didn't know. I didn't know I was sick. I thought I was fine, perfect. I was completely unconscious, completely like 100%. Yeah, 100%. But for any small act, it's like let's say what happens before Frank with the computer. I can allow. Oui, permettre, ce qui est exactement. Permettre, allow, exactly. When when I allow, I can observe my reaction. I can allow whatever this event, like uh, the computer problems, let's say. What did that evoke in me? Did I get mad? Did I get? I can observe myself, become more aware of myself as I allow myself. I know as I allow life to happen. Is that helpful? For an example, I'd like to give you an example that you can relate to. Relate to. Okay, let me give you the example my mentor gave us when she taught us this lesson. Try it that way, yes? Okay, so we decide that we are gonna allow. So we, for example, we go out and then someone comes out and sends us a brick wall, a brick on on us. And then we have this subject to allow. Then we can ask ourselves, what is it in me that has created this event? What is it in me that attracted someone to send me a brick? It's like whatever I attract, it's because there's something in me that resonates to this, with this,
Energy.
yeah, this behavior, energy, yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
I have something to do with it. It's like me and my neighbor go on the street, and I'm the one who gets the brick. There's no coincidence. You put that hasard, you know. Why did I get it? Must be good because in you there is some anger, some violence that I'm not aware of. It's unconscious. Do you follow me more with this example?
So can I ask you a question?
Oh, please, please.
So obviously you believe in karma.
Okay, define karma. What is that?
Well, from what I understand, karma is something uh, that takes place in your present life, or not in other lives, the life that you're living now. And let's just stick to this one life, because a lot of people think, oh, we live different lives, but let's just stick to this one, right?
Hmm.
We're living in this life. So things that maybe that you've done in the past, when it comes to just not being, what's your definition of karma? Okay, so being a good human being. What's my definition of being a good human being? Somebody that doesn't impose himself or herself to others. Somebody that is good to everyone. What do I mean by being good to everyone? Just not imposing themselves to other people, not burdening. There's so many general things that you could talk about, but when you're just being a good person altogether, being respectful, just allowing people who are maybe uh, not as strong, or people in different ways, to let them go first, like in the head of a line. But it means so many things, just being good to all people, and to speak your truth. And it comes back to you. It really does.
And then coming back to karma.
Yes. And that affects your karma, maybe with that break that you got, that you received, it could be that what with your karma.
No, I would no, no, I would stay in this life.
Yeah, I'm staying in this life, man. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm talking about maybe in your past, your not your past life, like your past when you were younger, the life you led before now, this life. But that's
Well, all I want to say is that we carry inside of us this inner energy that attracted this violence. Yeah, I put it in that way. Let me share it with you. I don't know. Every experience is triggered by something unconscious in us. And the point of it is that we become more conscious. When something happens, I look outside and go, who did that? Who's to blame? No, it's in me. So what is in me that needs my attention, that I can turn my attention to? It comes from within. It doesn't come from you, No, it brings us back to us. But this is, I want to share with you a thought. We all know about Mahatma Gandhi, right? He's like a Mr. Peace,
safe. Yeah.
And he made a huge effect of the world, and he died murdered. So I'm just saying this because it's like to keep an open mind, because we don't understand everything. He was such a good man, and he was murdered in the end. So was that I had nothing to say.
No.
But anyway, to come back to the experience of MS, if I got diagnosed with MS, it was because I had something to do with it. It came from me. I created that. Because we create our experiences. So we are responsible for it. Okay. A sentence that is very important is that we are at the center of our own experience. That means we create it all. It is all coming from us. But let's breathe. And I'm the first one breathing, because when we are born, we are all born unconscious. I don't know if there's someone who could be more conscious than I was. I don't know. I'm not. Is it possible? I don't know.
Born unconscious?
Yeah. We are all born unconscious. And again, Jung says that life is happening for us to become more and more conscious of our unconscious self. Our unconscious, you all know the image of the iceberg, right? It's like there's a big mountain in ice in the water, and the tiny person that is out of the water is a conscious mind. But there is a huge thing underwater. Huge.
Huge.
Yeah, like a 95%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. So when I was diagnosed with MS, I know only about my 5%. What? Who did that? Who the fuck? Who did that to me? What? Who's to blame? I'm gonna blame my mother, my father, the bastard. I'm gonna blame my sister. I was all about the 5% of my conscious mind. I didn't know there was a huge mountain under me, my unconscious. So this huge thing directs our life. It's good to know. I think so. Because for me, again, I knew only about the 25% being so conscious that I was.
I agree.
So it's like our life, our life, things are gonna pop up. Yes, because the thing is huge, it's infinite. So we can get ready right now. And as my former Jungian analyst said, when something comes up, like a mess, like a whatever the fuck, again, swearing, okay, he says that we can just say, oh, good news, there's something coming up. But then what is this something that's coming up going to teach me? This is to have. This is allowing whatever comes up to come up for it to heal, to be healed. Do you follow me? Please. Okay, now I'm gonna shut up. Tell me.
You know, it's like you said, it's not something that you know when you're born. It's something that you learn. Because we're born unconscious.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely agree with that 100%. I've been unconscious for a good part of my life. Just in a lot of in a lot of different ways. Just not being present. Staying present, right? That's so important. The breath. You know, breathing. It keeps us being present. And I have not been present for a good part of my life. And it's something that you learn. If either you have somebody show you, or you learn through your mistakes or through your uh, endeavors, through your adventures. I, to me, that was the latter. That's how I'm learning. I'm still learning to be more present. Because of my consequences. And certain consequences in your life kind of puts you into the present if you allow yourself to be. And the healing gift of MS, I'm still in that in between, where I'm like, oh, is it was MS a gift, really? Because obviously our lives have changed. So it's a tough thing to accept, also, But time, they say that saying, time, not necessarily heals, but everything takes time, to an acceptance, um, good or bad, right? Good or bad, and
Interesting, good or bad.
yeah, well, I mean, obviously, if you let it, like, when I say good or bad, if you allow me to just say,
Yes,
COVID
please.
this COVID thing that's happening all over the world, right? The whole world has become disabled, all right? And people are learning to react, or learning to accept. They're accepting certain things, and I don't want to get too far into it, but people are just accepting certain things. Life has changed, and they're accepting in a bad way, you know, certain things, like bad habits or bad things, bad habits, that could be a bad thing, but you're accepting because you don't know anything else. And people need to be taught this, it, to be present. It should be it should be in schools, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The dilemma said every student should learn to meditate before the 7. I agree with that. I agree with that. I thought it was 40 or something, or, in that, wherever.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, being present is part of the journey, part of what we're talking about,
I have a question for you, Frank.
Sure.
What do you mean? it's the process to accept the good. Is it hard to accept the good also? That's why I was intrigued.
You know what? I use an example, right? Did I not use it? Are you talking about good or bad?
No, yeah, we said the good or bad. I was curious about the good. The good, is it hard to accept the good?
Well, you have to. Yeah, it's a training. I mean, it's a training.
To accept the good?
Of course, you know, to filter it out, in different circumstances in life, to know the good, to recognize the good in a situation, to filter out all the crap around it, you know, and to focus on the good in certain things. You know, it's a training. It's a habit. It's habit forming, good or bad. You know, we get good habits or bad habits in anything.
Yeah, you're right, but I think it's very right. Yeah, I'm realizing that recently. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Good or bad, you know, you just gotta know how to pick them, you know, and if it works for you, you know, because obviously we don't want to be unhappy. We're trying to avoid our unhappiness, you know, and that's part of it. Part of it. It's not the whole thing, of course, you know. There's so many more things added to it that you need to add to it, you know. But I'm learning too. You know, I'm a student of life. We all.
Hmm. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I think we us choose to be. That's awesome. Yeah. So we can talk together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no hope. And life is the ultimate teacher. I think. Yes. The ultimate mentor. The ultimate lover.
It always wins.
Yeah. She's always right.
It's always right.
So yeah, acceptance. I think it's a lifelong process, journey, whatever. Lifelong. Always, because it's always gonna be evolving, and we always gonna be called to accept ourselves more. So, and also becoming more conscious. As we said, the unconscious is a fucking infinite. Again, oh my God, I swear a lot. It's this thing. It is very infinite. So it's a pardon,
I
pardon.
just
J'ai pas
sorry.
compris. What'd you
Yeah.
say?
No, I just said fuck it, you know, just to make you feel
Thank you.
safe.
Oh, thank you. Very nice.
You're not the only one fucking swearing. Okay, continue.
No, thanks. Yeah, just like becoming conscious is a everyday practice, and it's never gonna end. And conscious is ultimately it's life herself. So life is always gonna remain a mystery. So it's a journey. Life is journey of becoming more conscious every day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just good, you know, just breathing, you know, before you say something or you do something, you know, taking a breath. That helps a lot. I mean, to start anyhow for some people, taking a breath. But there's so many people out there that are just, you know, running on fumes, you know. So anyways, continue what you were saying. I'm sorry. I just don't want to just
No, it's okay. So to go back to the essence of this powerful law is to realize that each of us is at the center of our own experience, and everything we experience comes from us because we are the center of our experience.
yeah. You got to realize that that's the truth.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
For good or bad. Yeah. So
Take control.
that means,
Yeah.
pardon?
Taking control.
Yeah, taking responsibility is also the essence of the law of allowing. Is to take back our responsibility of what we create. In our case, Frank, me, we create MS. Let me add on the line both unconsciously, totally unconsciously. We would never do such a thing consciously. Come on, no, jamais. On s'entend? We agree.
About what? About
MS, we would never create that thing on purpose.
no.
No.
Hmm.
So, but we do that unconsciously.
Hmm.
That's why allowing life, when we say yes to life, we take our power back. We say, oh, I have this in me. Let me see what I can do to change that. Because oh no, I don't like that. It's not a fun result. It's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant. No way.
No.
I mean, if I could just get in there for a second,
Yes,
human,
please.
human beings, I mean, us, we try to, I'm a good part of my life, I've been avoiding hard things to do. I've been running away from hard tasks, things that I found impossible or had no interest in. I just wanted to get in there for a sec. Just that's human beings for you. We don't like difficulty. We avoid difficulty. And I'm just generalizing here what we're talking about. Right? We're avoiding things that are difficult to do, but at the same time, when you confront them like MS, you get a better handle of it in time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
We avoid difficulty, human beings.
Yeah, but yeah, we're wrong because difficult today means easy tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But just that was in the beginning, it's like
Yeah. You're right. We want it
overwhelming.
easy today. Yeah.
Easy fix.
No. Today hard, tomorrow easier.
That's the mentality that we should all be in.
Yes. And if you want it easy, I recommend the law of least effort, allowing, listening to what life says back at us, what life delivers at our doorstep, like MS. The easy way to go through this journey is to say yes, to accept it in the process. And also, being gentle is also a powerful way to accept life, to go through life, to be gentle. The one too I am learning. But it's very powerful.
Can I ask what you mean by being gentle? In what way, in your mind?
Well, by being kind with myself, by saying, okay, you have this huge mountain to climb. Well, take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one breath at a time, even sometimes. And every time you take a small step, praise yourself. Good job. You took a beautiful step. I'm so proud of you. Praise and gentleness are the fastest way to go on top of the mountain. In that way. Not by fucking I'm amazed.
What were you thinking about when you were doing that? What made you laugh?
Like I because I saw that. I didn't know I saw that much. I'm becoming aware of this in me. Good to know. I know. I did not know. I must be very comfortable with you guys being frank. So, but I'll try to refrain that in the future. Okay. Yeah, I was saying like the whipping myself is not good. It's not the way to go forward. That's what I mean by being gentle. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If so just for people who will be listening to our podcast, how long have you? When did you get I know it's in your book, but just for the speakers, people listening, when did you get diagnosed with MS? What year was it again? 2000.
Thank you. Yeah. So the appropriate question. It was 2007, and I said, "What? No." I said, "No. This is the opposite of allowing."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I said, "No. I'll do everything hard to keep on going without changing shit." And then I got hit again, more bad this time. This time there was no room for denial. I just surrendered and I said, okay, fine. What the fuck you want from me? Life? What is it you want to tell me? Because I have nowhere else to go. I was finished. Finished. Over. Not that, but breathing else. That's it. Breathing in. Surrendered. I guess it was, yeah, that's it. No choice because I was, I don't know.
Yeah, I yeah, I didn't want to change subjects, just for people who are listening,
Yeah,
uh,
so
yeah,
so in 2010 when I get hit again, I said, okay, yes. What is it? Yes, 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 yes. And then I started to learn about healing. Thank you for the question.
well,
Mm.
people want to know. You know, you're 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 not just a messenger, but the light. You are a light for a lot of people out there. I mean, you're reading your book, and what you went through, and where you are now. It's almost a miracle, you know. Um, and people need
Well,
to know,
mhm,
because
exactly.
yeah, it's so important because a lot of people. I mean, they're maybe in worse condition and they don't think they could get out of it or come back to where they were, or live an independent life. There's a lot of people out there who are just fearful, and they need to know that there is light and you are it. It's physically hitting you right now. So yeah, so we all thank you for that. Yeah,
Well, thank you for being here with me, Sophie and Frank. Sophie, I see your comment. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you for those lovely comments. Yeah, this is c'est ça de ma vie, ça fait pas de toi, moi, de toi-même. This is the story of my life. That's why it's so important. I go back. MS also is a call, a huge call to, so that we permit ourselves to be ourselves until we realize that we are all unique souls, different from. No, merci, Sophie. Yeah, we are all unique souls. Yeah, different from my mother, my father, from you guys, from everyone. I can only be me, and that's the best I can be. So I can, if I can only si je peux me permettre d'être moi, it's gonna be a victory. And this is my journey every day, trying to be myself more and more and more. Sophie, tes mots sont parfaits, sont excellents, merci beaucoup. Permettre ce qui est, permettre d'être moi. Permettre, c'est a big word. Alors, permettre, exactement. Yeah. French, anglais, yeah. Permettre. Permettre.
wow.
C'est fiche québécoise.
Yeah,
Crois-le pas.
for all viewers, we're from Montreal, and it's a mishmash of languages here and culture. So it's probably one of the most culturally diverse cities in North America.
Yes, that's why I love it so much. Yeah. Yeah, I love it
I
here.
lived in
Yeah.
different places, so I could say that. It's very, very
Yes.
fresh. You know.
Yeah, exactement. C'est de le droit d'exister. La version unique de la vie que je suis, d'être ça. Exactement. Exactement. Well, okay, let's see. Yes. So yeah, of course.
Because we count too. We have the right to exist. We have and more. And a lot of people have low opinions about themselves. Having MS or not. And it's a fence. It's something to her. It's not a mountain, but it's something to climb over. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we just want to let everybody that's listening, you know, we we're doing this because we love you all, you know, in the best sense of the word. You know, this life is challenging. You know, it's un défi. You know, it's a challenge, and you know what Moon is so eloquently saying. You know, we need to we need to exist, and we need to know that we have the right to be here. We have the right to be here.
Yeah, but when we allow it, when we allow her, life gets easier. That's the point, the essence of this law, of this way of being, that this law teaches us all, MS or not, who cares?
Yeah.
There's more than, just life as human being. It is easy when we allow her. That's why it's called the loveless effort. That's why I love it so much.
Thank you for sharing. And um, it's so important, so important. You know, and you know people could get lost. You know, with what's going on out there, and you got a unique voice.
No, no, let's all get lost with what is going on here, in here. Let's get lost in that. Let's get drunk with that. Okay, let me just give you a quote to finish this law of allowing. Yeah. To be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been set as a God from beyond. And this is exactly it. Everything that we receive, it all comes from beyond, beginning with our breath. Every breath comes from beyond. You guys come from beyond. Everything, my cat, the clinics, whatever, it all comes from beyond. MS, each head is set as a guide for us to help us in our journey. Otherwise, we're in the dark. We don't know what's going on. This allowing, I think, gets some light in our path, makes it more clear. If we allow it, if we listen to her, whatever she says, someone knocking on my door, someone calls, someone shows up, someone, let me prophesize good things. I meet someone, I get a book, I win some money, whatever is life, shine on my path. Okay, so a tool to conclude this teaching of the law of the law of allowing. This tool is based on a book that I read some time ago that I learned in my coaching because I am a coach, a life coach. I have so many tools to share with you. And this one comes from the book Working with the Law, I think. Yes, from Raymond Hollywood. And it's the law of non-resistance. Law number something, who cares? One of the laws. He says, I'm going to read that for us. Oh, she does sound. Oh, she's so nice. Oh, Sophie, very nice to meet you. Sophie, next time you're gonna be here with us on video. Yes, next time. Yeah. Me too, I want to see you. I see Frank.
Puis on peut jaser en franglais.
Exactement. Oui. Yeah, we can invite people in French too. Yeah.
Anglais.
That's franglais.
C'est franglais.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do anything we want. Okay, let's just read it together so we can learn this powerful law of non-resistance. For me, it's equivalent to allowing life. Because we're going to use these laws, allowing non-resistance forever. These are lifelong laws. You get that? Yes? It's not temporary and then we're done. No. Remember, the iceberg is...
I think we're watching way too many movies. You know, there is no end.
Okay, let me read it for us.
Mhm.
He says, to remove and dissolve every obstacle by blessing it and being willing to understand it. Mark it no longer as a stumbling block, but a stepping stone leading to your higher good. In my words, that would mean when something comes up that is not our preference, we can just develop the habit of saying, oh, thank you. Why? I have no idea, but thank you. One day I'll know why. But for now, thank you. Now you know, I know you know. For now, for me, it's just thank you for this block. That I think understand it is to really realize that we have a, yeah, she's gone. Yeah,
Bye, Sophie.
go. Bye, Sophie. Hmm. Yeah, it means that to realize that whatever stumbling block there is that we come across in the past, that we come across in the future, it comes from us because we are the center of our own experience. So we can take 100% of responsibility for it. It's not because there's zero place to blame anyone. But when we claim full ownership, we claim full our full power to change it.
That's great. That's beautiful. That's so true. You know, I, I'm just, I, c- I automatically relate it to my life, and it makes sense. It really does. That we should be the center of our circumstances. I mean, take control of our, not the situation, but like you said, just to take responsibility, to take control of our emotions of the situation. Oh, wow.
Yeah, everything, even we can take an unrelated example. COVID, for example. This too, we can apply the same thing because some advanced teachers, for example, George Dispenza and others, what's his name? Reverend Michael Beckwith. No one is here on earth because we are punished. We all volunteer to come here now. Well, so maybe I want to go on earth now. 2020, COVID, let me go. I want to go.
Where are we going?
On earth, when we were souls, before we can incarnated, these grand teachers, they say that we volunteered to come down here.
Hmm.
So we're not victims. We wanted to come.
Wow. Wow. That's a great statement.
So
Wow.
COVID, no, thank you, COVID. Whatever you happening, why? No, we don't know yet because in 20 years we will know. In 20 years we will know. For now, too soon to tell. But we can already be grateful and just keep an open mind and focus on what it is that we can do now.
Mhm.
This is also for a mess. It's very good, very life changing.
Absolutely.
So all these basically are mind shift, mind adjustment. Oui.
Yeah. Wow. Um, that's beautiful to say. It's great to say because I don't think people hear that enough. They don't. And then,
No, but
it's Powerful.
Yes, but sometimes, unfortunately, in the past, we needed the fake ourselves to start to listen, to say, stop, listen, what the hell is happening? But most people don't have this. Most people don't go to life like this. It's okay. I was like that too. Before I could no more go like that.
You know, in my 30s, I'm 44 right now, but in my 30s, I went through a lot of emotion, and you know, in my life, you know, and I know that it probably provoked a lot of things. It probably provoked the MS to come into my life. You know, I'm just kind of digesting it as you're saying it. So yeah.
Well, I am inviting to you and other people watching this. If you want to have made a video on this mastermind, maybe you see it, Frank. Why MS? Why the hell MS? Yeah,
Yep,
it's
yep, yeah, absolutely.
because we have events that traumatize us. The gene for MS was activated.
Something was activated. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
We all have this. You, I, everyone. And trust me, I did not invent this. I got this from Dr. Joe. He's the one who scientific made it clear to me that how it happens.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos from Dr. Joe, and yeah, it's powerful. You know, it's something you need to watch over and over and over and over, because it's just there's too many words in 30 minutes. You know, it's just too much information in 30 minutes. You need to
Absolument.
you need to
Tellement.
it's,
Tout à fait.
it's enlightenment. You know, it's enlightenment. You know, it's
Tout à fait.
nothing you ever saw at school.
Pas du
School
tout.
does not.
Non. Non. And don't talk about that on the news.
Can't make money in that. There's no money in that.
Fine.
So yeah. How long have we been on air for so far, Moon?
That's a good question. I
Okay.
don't know. 3:48. I think we started about 3:15. Did we?
Yeah, about 3:15. Yeah,
Yeah?
good half hour.
No, I meant 2:15.
Oh wow. So been an hour and
2:30? 2:30?
2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you. I'll check out the recording. If it's recorded, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it has. You're becoming a
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah, with you.
These are loud. These are loud sneezes. I know. The room shakes. Hey, Moon, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Can you tell the viewers the lovely triangle that you have around your neck? What does that mean to you? What does that signify? People want to know.
Okay, I have two answers for now. Mm-hmm. One answer is, excuse me.
What's that?
One answer is I got this because I went to see the Brazilian healer, John Gob, in 2014. Yeah. In Brazil, I got this from him. No, this was so bad, people, that I really went all over the world to find out what the fuck was happening.
She did.
Yeah. And I did find out. And I found out, wow, I know. Uh-huh. But I had to come down to my lowest point. But now I'm listening to live. I'm never going to go back to that low. No. For now, it's all the way up. So, first answer is this from the healer. And then second answer I was invited recently by my lovely friend Frank to the summit, MS Summit, and they had the same logo, a triangle. So it's cute.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
a nice coincidence. I like that. Mind, body, and soul. 3.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, it's that's great. It's together. They should be together.
What?
Mind, body, and soul. I mean, to work, they should work. They need to work together.
But they do.
They do.
And we don't choose that. They just do automatically, and then but we can use that to make them work at our benefit.
Yeah.
Instead of letting them work.
Yeah.
We should take control.
I mean, there's so many things teach that. You know, like I was listening to Tai Chi earlier. You know, I don't want to cut you off here, but Tai Chi, they were just talking about movement. You know, and where the mind goes, the chi follows. You know, and it relates to anything. You know.
Exactement. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
everybody, for listening. I
Thank
hope
you, everybody.
we hope
Yeah.
you found this useful as we did.
Yes, I do hope so. And we will all see you again very soon
Absolutely.
because we are all in this together
Absolutely. More
and we will all work together. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Much love.
Keep on breathing.